Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we have an exciting topic to explore object-oriented programming language in Java. So if you're new to programming, so you are in the right place, and in next 10 minutes we will cover all the basic concepts of OOPs in Java. So let's start. So guys, our first topic is what is object-oriented programming. Okay, so object-oriented programming means we are totally dependent on objects to do something in our programming language. Okay, so Java is an object-oriented programming language, but Java is not fully OOPS language. Why? Because it supports primitive data types. Okay, so primitive data types not allow it to be a fully object-oriented programming language. Okay guys, and objects all shows the real entities. They have some properties and some behaviors. Okay, so guys, there are four fundamental concepts of OOPs, so we are exploring them in this part. Okay, so guys, the four fundamental concepts of OOPs are class and objects, second one is encapsulation, third one is inheritance, and fourth one is polymorphism. Okay, so let's start with class and object. So in the first video of our tutorial we learn what is class and object. So again I am repeating the term class and objects. So class is the logical constructor, or we can say the blueprint for creating an object. Okay, so logical constructor means or we can say a template for any object. So the template and the logical constructor, the all logic of the object will create inside the class. Okay, and object just doing, or we can say that accessing these logics. Okay, and object is an real world entity. Okay, it has some behaviors and some properties, and these behavior and properties are defined in class. Okay guys, and second one is encapsulation. So this is about bundling data. So we are bundling the data like variables, classes, methods. We all are these all are things, okay, are binding in a class. That calls encapsulation, and it helps to data hiding. Okay, so we are protecting the integrity of the data using encapsulation. And the third one is inheritance. So inheritance, in simple terms we can say that inheritance is like to normally we can say, so we can say inheritance like that a child, okay, a child is inheriting something from her or his parents. Okay, some properties, some behaviors. So same like that example in Java, or in we can say OOPS, inheritance means it allows to create a new class from the base class. Okay, and this class, the child class, is based on the existing class which is called parent class. Okay, so we are creating a class using the parent class, and that child class access and use the logic of the parent class, but parent class can't use the properties or the logic of the child class. Okay guys, and fourth one, last one is polymorphism. Okay, so polymorphism, simple meaning of polymorphism, poly means multiple, form means forms. Okay, then we have multiple forms. This concept allows object to different classes, okay, to be created as an object of common superclass. Okay guys, so by using polymorphism we achieve the method overriding. Means we are writing this method with the same signature which is defined in the parent class, so we are again defining that method in the child class. So that's called method overriding. So guys, let's look at some basics Java syntax for working with OOPs. Okay, so here we have an example of the OOPs concept. Okay, in this example we cover all the concepts like class, object, and encapsulation, inheritance, and the polymorphism. So first you can look at the example. We have a class sample. Okay, in this sample class we have defined a constructor with name sample. Okay, I think you know about constructors. In our previous videos we have covered the section of constructor. Okay, and in this constructor we are just initializing the member variables. Okay, and after this class we have another class which called class check. okay, and this check class is inheriting the sample class using the extend keyword. Okay, so we use the extend keyword to inherit any class from the another class. Okay, and just look in the above class, we have an example of a method. Okay, we are defining a method in superclass. Okay, and the method is add. Okay, so now in the child class we again defining that method, okay, with the same signature, or we can say the prototype. So this is called what? Method overriding, right? So this is called the method overriding, which comes under the polymorphism concept. Okay, so this is a basic structure of the OOPS. Okay, so guys, these topics of the OOPS are just a brief introduction. Okay, because these topics are vast topics itself. Okay, so but we will cover all the topics in our upcoming videos. Okay, let's take the example how we are using inheritance and the accessing the methods and the members variables of the parent class using the object of the child class. So in this example, so guys, we have to define a constructor inside the class check, because we have no non-argument constructor in our superclass. So to call the argument constructor of the superclass from the child class, we have to make a constructor inside the child class. Okay, because by default our compiler can only invoke, okay, only invoke the non-argument constructor of the superclass, but we have an constructor with the argument, so we have to make the constructor inside the child class. Okay, we are defining an main method, which is the execution point of Java programming. Okay, so in this, inside the main method, we are making an object of the child class. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are just accessing the member variable of the superclass by using the object of the child class. Okay, so if you look at the final output, we can see, okay, that we have the value of the member variable of the superclass. This is just because we are using here the inheritance, we are doing the overriding here. Okay, and when we call the method add, so it invoke the method add from the check. Okay, so check is our class, so it not invoke the method of the superclass, it invoke the method of child class. Okay guys, so this is the brief introduction about the OOPS. So guys, I hope you learn something from the video, and this is just the beginning of the OOPS, because OOPS is a vast topic, but don't think more about it, because we cover all the topics in upcoming videos. So stay tuned with us. Thank you for watching the video.